Hi, welcome into the shop. We'll do a quick 15-minute walk around the shop, show you what's going on. Try to keep this updated weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, if I find time. Here we got Holly's 85K10. We just ripped it down, and unfortunately, we found a lot of pretty poor repairs from the years and years of neglect. These trucks are pretty sought after now. Back in the day, they weren't. They were kind of a dime a dozen, and some pretty poor repairs were going on. So we got a bunch of sheet metal in, and we're going to do the proper repairs before we put a nice paint job on it. We previously did a bunch of mechanical work on this truck, some Holley EFI, just a nice driver. So we just want to make sure that Holley's cab is strong and safe, and you're not going to build a beautiful house on a terrible foundation. So that's kind of our moniker, is safety first. As we walk out here into the paint department, we have Bill's 67 Camaro coming together. We painted it a couple weeks ago, and now we're backfilling all the other painted stuff. We just got the interior portions painted this week. Really nice sienna color. It's nice burnt orange. Works really well with the magma red. It looks black, but it's technically called magma red exterior paint color. And we're getting the interior prepped for lizard skin, and then we'll do cut and buff. We like to do all of our spraying prior to cut and buff, so that if any overspray or anything gets on the exterior of the car, it gets taken care of. I guess it's lunchtime. It gets taken care of, wet sanded and buffed and all that jazz, and then the car will go into mechanical assembly, body assembly, and start getting it towards the finish line. This is going to be a killer car. Tom's 70 Chevelle just came back from the interior shop, thanks to Bucks Customs for putting together a beautiful OEM Plus style interior. This car is on a Roadster Shop spec chassis with some forged line J03C wheels, custom one-off center caps that we had done. We kind of wanted to go with the our gimbal's freaking out over there. We wanted to go with an OEM lookish wheel. I think this represents the 71, 72 Chevelle SS wheel. Got some Sparco seats in there, recovered with the factory look, with the factory medallions. Bucks did a great job fabricating a console for it. Dakota Digital. This car has all the goodies. Dakota Digital RTX gauges. Like I said, Roadster Shop chassis, blueprint, LS376, 4L60, 4L60E transmission. We decorated the engine to look like an old LS6. It is an LS3. Put in smooth, we smoothed out the inner wheel wells, smoothed the firewall. Again, just a really nice OEM Plus, not over the top build. Just a really nice car you can get in, turn the key, fire it up, and enjoy driving it. And then over here in the fab side of things, we have the four-door Jeep CJ5 that we're building. It's going to be in a style as if AMC / Jeep built something like this back in the day. We're mocking up a motor and trans. It's foam. Makes our life a lot easier. Mocking that up so that we can make a transmission tunnel, finish the firewall. We have a custom Tesla braking system that we fabricated. It's going to have vintage air conditioning, and all that jazz. Going to be a really cool Jeep. We're setting it up so that it can be shipped up to the Roadster Shop. This thing's going to sit on a one-off Roadster Shop RS4 chassis, so that it rides nice. As you can see, it's going to be an LS with a 4L80, but we're going to try to dress up the LS to make it look like an AMC V8. Try to keep it looking original. But a lot of fab in this thing. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool beach cruiser when it's all done. We got Steve's 68 Charger. This is actually my father-in-law's car. He has had it since 1974. My wife has not seen it run or drive ever in her life. Car was very rusty from the trunk floor back. We prior to getting the carcass sandblasted and primed, we did install new frame rails, new trunk floor, new inner wheelhouses to keep the structure solid for transport. And in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be test fitting all the auto metal direct sheet metal that we have for the car. You know, a couple rust spots in the engine bay, nothing too crazy. Typical stuff. We'll go in and we'll clean that stuff up. A little pitting. But this is going to be a very cool car. It'll be sitting on a full QA1 coilover suspension. Should ride nice, modern Hemi, 4L80. We have Rick's 92 Chevy 1500 ST sitting on yet another Roadster Shop spec chassis. Slam spec, I guess it's, yeah, slam spec chassis. Sitting under the blanket is a 1200 horse or 1113 horse LS3 from Wegner, Whipple blown. Thing's going to be a monster. We went in ahead and modified the fenders and the firewall for the low stance. Roadster Shop supplies us with these panels, makes our life a lot easier. So we went ahead and did that so that we have plenty of clearance. We're going to be running 21-inch wheels up front, 22s in the back. Tried to go with a sticky tire in the back because this thing is not going to hook up real great. It's going to have a Bowler 6-speed carbon edition T56. It's got a carbon fiber heat extractor hood from Muncie Speed. Really nice hood. I'll try to stick up a picture of the rendering in the video if I know how to do that. I'm very, like I said in previous videos, I'm an amateur YouTube channel, full-time hot rod shop. We got the bed floor cut out and clearance for the frame rails. We're getting ready to cut out the factory wheel tubs. They're obviously going to need to be raised. We're going to run probably a 22 by 11 in here. We have a 325 wide tire. And yeah, we're going to get creative with it back here and then move ahead. We're missing one little guy over here in the fab shop. We have Phil's 70 GTO. Pro Street or No Street is what Phil lives by. And Chad is just about wrapped up with this Pro Mod style front spoiler that he fabricated. The car had a fiberglass front valance on it, and Phil wanted us to fit and gap a steel one in place, really nice and tight, and then add that front spoiler. So Chad went and whipped that thing up. I say whipped, but it was very time consuming, but the fit and finish came out beautiful. We have some custom parking lights from Oracle Lights they're actually for a 73 Firebird. So we're going to have to just rework the openings. It'll still look factory, but it's going to have that custom look that Phil's going for. And we're also getting some grills that are going to be billet aluminum. We're getting those developed at the moment as well. Got a blown Pontiac motor. Butler. And then getting over here into the mechanical side, we have our shop Camaro that isn't getting worked on. Who knows when it will. It's a shop car, so they always get neglected. We got Guy's 66 Nova, 7 Nova. We've been working on it. It's been in the mix for a while. It's got a nasty LS in it with a six-speed, right? 6-speed manual. So we're going to be getting back into this and getting to doing the cosmetic work under the hood. We got Project Rowdy Moss here. We have a deadline of Columbus. The goal is to get this thing fully big block swapped with a 496, a 620 horse 496 from Blueprint, 4L80 from Bowler transmission, sorry. And we want to drive this thing. It's currently the middle of May, so we're looking to drive this to the Columbus Good Guys show in a couple months, less than a couple months. But we're trying to pre-build as many components as we can before we get the engine. So I went ahead and I built a full exhaust for it. We're going to start installing the vintage air because he's got to have vintage air. We're going to pre-install the Shorty I Did It steering column from Square Body Syndicate. We're going to do Dakota RTX gauges, Dakota Digital RTX gauges on this one. She's going to be Rowdy, 620 horse. He wants to tow with it. So we developed the name Rowdy Moss. It's a killer truck, has awesome patina, tons of character, great stance. So we're excited to get this thing going. We got Bill's 39 Ford pickup truck. It's, again, on another Roadster Shop Revo chassis. We previously built a 39 Ford that was featured in Classic Performance Truck Magazine that was built on a modern chassis with Coyote power, 6-speed automatic. That was Chuck's truck. Chuck did want to build that with towing in mind, and then 2-3 years later, Bill comes to us and says, I have a 39 Ford as well, and I want to tow my Austin Mini Cooper to track days. I think he's going to be going to, what is that, Watkins Glen, Willow Grove, and he wants to tow it to and from with this. So we have it down on the chassis. We have the motor in place, and we're just fabricating everything at the moment. We got a firewall that's going to be going in. We got to make inner fenders. It's a lot of stuff that goes in these little trucks, but we've done it before, so we can do it again. This time with a Roadster Shop chassis. It has helper bags. We had Roadster Shop engineer a helper bag system for the back, so when the tongue is weighted down, we can keep it at the correct ride height. And we have Steve's 67 Chevelle over here. That is final prime all the jams. Firewall got primed a couple weeks ago, and it is awaiting prep for paint. And then once it's painted, we will do the split, have the chassis blown apart, powder coated, undercoat the underside, and start assembly. We did a lot of mock-up work on this, so this car is going to have a pretty incredible fit and finish when we're all done. So yeah, just a few hours of wet sanding left, and we'll get her in a nice, it's a Toyota blue. It's going to be a really nice, bright Toyota blue. We have John's 68 Camaro under here. It's on we did a frame swap on this. This is riding on a Roadster Shop spec chassis. Actually, both of these cars are on Roadster Shop spec chassis. John's Camaro is a twin turbo LS, 6-liter LS, and we are waiting for the hot side to come back from Header Shield, the thermal management company. So once that stuff comes back, we'll be able to put it together, get it on the road, get some test miles. This car is going to run super, super nice with that spec chassis. We have Kevin's 80 Firebird Formula. Just started a couple weeks ago, and Kevin is actually going to be coming to the shop next week to see it run in person for the first time in, probably 15 years. So we're super excited about that. We have Bruce's 65 Le Mans that we're coming down to the finish line with. Got a bunch of small touch-up things to take care of. Interior's pretty much done. Just those small little checklist items that got to get taken care of before a car goes back to the customer. And then we have Steve's 87 F-150 that has an FE swap in it. The project was started by somebody else, and Steve decided to bring it to us to get it closer to the finish line. It's got a 5-speed TKX 5-speed in it. I think it's a 428. Just a cool little cruiser. He just wants to be able to get in it, fire it up. It's got some goodies. It's got vintage air. It has Dakota digital gauges and everything. So we just made it proper. There were some things that needed to be addressed, so we took care of those. And yeah, we'll get Steve on the road relatively soon here. So hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this stuff weekly, bi-weekly, maybe just monthly. Oh, we also have a Fox body over here, Paul Johnson's car. I didn't mention that. The 89 LX 363 with a Pro Charger or Vortex Pro Charger centrifugal blower. So we're gonna be it's running, but it's on Holly, so it'll end up getting on the dyno, and we'll tune it and do all that fun stuff. And that'll be an episode of Dyno Time in the future. So hope you enjoyed it. We love what we do. We love the people we work for. See you next time.